Hello again, everyone. This is Victor Cozzetto from Vitagenics, and please read my disclaimer before you continue and actually listen to me. Hopefully you're going to listen to me. Today I'm actually recording again my old video on MSM because MSM is so important, and I really want to convince you to use it every day. You would normally be getting MSM every day. That's how we evolved because MSM is in nature, comes down in the rain, it was on everything, and now unfortunately we just don't get it. So you can supplement, and the supplements are so cheap. I try to get all my clients on this. And one thing you may have heard of this, like organic sulfur. It's sometimes referred to as organic sulfur. It's a natural molecule. Like I said, it comes from nature. You can see a picture of it here. It's just one sulfur with a couple of methyl groups, which is very important for methylation, some oxygen, which of course we need to survive. So anyway, that's it, the basic picture. I'm not going to go into the chemistry and stuff, except to mention when it's really important, or just to help you understand why it's so powerful. Most of you already know about MSM as a joint supplement, so it's very common among athletes. It's seen together with glucosamine and chondroitin, and you may have seen like bottles in the supermarket or whatever that look something like this. Doctor's Best, that's a good brand. There's a lot of good brands of MSM, so I don't have to really recommend anything in particular. Although I'm not sure if you can see behind me here, you'll say it says Opti MSM. That's what we know is a really pure standard process for the MSM. So it's very well established, the processing of MSM. And you don't need these other more expensive joint supplements. You can get just MSM, which like you spend like $10 and it'll last you for months. And the impact is really huge. And I'm going to explain. It's good. Like you can see here, I mentioned arthritis, healing. It's good for so many different things. I can't even list everything here. So I'm just giving you the highlights. It's good for your skin, for your hair, for your nails. Those are things that you're going to notice like visually rather quickly when you start using it. And the MSM starts to take even more effect after a couple of weeks, and you can see it, especially for like joint pain and things like that. It's really just so powerful. And for me, my primary motivation is for you to take it because it assists so much with detoxification. And it's 100% safe. And again, I want to keep reiterating, it's natural. I don't like supplements, but if we're just bottling up something from nature, I'm all for it, right? So this is just one way for us to kind of get back to nature. We're really just trying to reconnect, right? I mean, I'd like to just be out in the wild getting the MSM, but we can't do that. We live in this modern world and we're kind of sheltered from the MSM, but you can supplement it. So anyway, I'll mention a couple of notes here because it's very trendy. Everybody's concerned about the MTHFR, SNPs, these genetic variations. They're pretty much irrelevant. They're really just a vitamin B deficiency. It does get more complicated than that. It's also a problem because of the synthetic vitamin B, the folate that comes in, and a problem because of leaky gut. And so a tiny, tiny percentage of people might feel uncomfortable with the MSM. And in that case, you just need to get more vitamin B into your diet, natural vitamin B. If you have any issues with MSM, just reach out and I'll help you navigate that, whether we need to heal your gut or get you more vitamin B sources, etc. But don't worry about it because the vast majority of people, they take tons of MSM with absolutely no problem. So anyway, moving on, more reasons why it is so important, right? It's used everywhere in your body, like every cell in your body takes advantage of MSM and it uses it for detox and also for the uptake of nutrients. So you're going to see here, I'm breaking down now dosage. So I'm going to start giving you an idea of how much you can take. And when you buy like one of these bottles of MSM, whether it's a powder or capsules, you're going to see the daily recommended dosage is like 3 capsules or 3 grams. And here you'll see, I'm talking about people actually go up to 45 grams a day, 15 times the dosage. Now, I'm not telling you to take that much, but I'm showing you this to emphasize the flexibility in dosage and to emphasize how safe MSM is for anybody and everybody. And so this gives you a lot of potential to work with the product for you to use it for whatever your particular needs are. And I have other conversations with AI talking about how MSM is amazing for kidneys, liver, etc., things like that. There are so many different things, but really you just want it in your daily routine. And there's all these different ways you can get it in. It's really good. It has very good synergy with vitamin C. So if you take it with some kind of natural vitamin C supplement, not supplements, but like an organic powder, like a camu powder or a cherry powder or acerola powder, something like that. One of these completely natural green juice types of things. And I'm not really big on that stuff, but I'm just letting you know this is another strategy that you can use to take the MSM. I just put the MSM powder in water, stir it up to dissolve it and drink it. And there are a lot of other things that I can use it with also, but I'm not going to get into detail here. I want to just get through this and hammer home how important it is, how many things it helps you with, right? So it helps you to build antibodies. It strengthens your immune system, right? It promotes healing all over the body. Your body needs sulfur to heal. It's good for so many things. Enzymes, so right, it's helping with digestive issues. I have another conversation with AI about how MSM is so powerful for IBS. And I've had clients that used MSM as part of their enemas to help heal the digestive tract. So there's just so many different things. It helps the body to repair everything. And you'll see here I'm mentioning cartilage, the binding tissues, etc., on and on and on. And so as you can imagine, it's helping all different kinds of ailments. There's just so much that the MSM is good for. So another trendy thing that people talk about is glutathione, right? This is the master detoxifier of the body. And some people take glutathione supplements. I'm going to tell you, stop wasting your money because your body does not absorb most of that glutathione, and those supplements are expensive. A much more powerful way to get more glutathione, take MSM, because the sulfur is kind of the restricting component of producing glutathione. When you get more MSM, your body can create more of these amino acids and create more of the glutathione. So again, MSM helps you with so many different things. Sulfur is the limiting factor. And we've got some people that say or believe or have heard that they are sulfur intolerant or have a sulfur allergy. This is not exactly true. You have problems with certain sulfur compounds, but you still need sulfur in the body. You'll die if you don't get sulfur. So MSM is a great workaround for people that have issues getting sulfur into the body. And it's, again, but it's great for all of us. Most of us can benefit tremendously from MSM. Okay, so moving on, I'm just going to explain a little bit about the energy and absorption, the way that the MSM works. Why is MSM so powerful, right? It increases cell permeability. So at the cellular level, it allows or enables nutrients to get into the cell much easier, and it allows the toxins to get out. This is a really big thing we see with hip problems with histamine, people that have allergies. Oh my gosh, MSM is amazing for people with allergies. And it's, I mean, like the results, the impact is like immediate, it's instant. So for example, like when people are walking through a department store, let's say the department that has a lot of perfume and such, I've had a lot of clients that had very severe reactions, and they then carried a bottle of MSM in a spray bottle that they can spray. And I'm talking about just some MSM diluted in water, and then they spray their face, and then they're fine. Like instantly, the puffiness in the eyes go away, the runny nose goes away, the nasal congestion, it all just goes away very quickly. So you get very, very quick response. Another thing here, I moved on already to the methylation. So methylation is important for so many different things. It's how your body continues to reproduce itself, right? Like you're always creating more DNA. You're always creating new cells. You've probably heard your body renews itself all the time, and methylation is involved in this. And as I showed you in this MSM molecule, it has 2 methyl groups that it can donate very readily. So again, really good for helping all cellular regeneration. All right, so moving on, let's move on to the next one here. I actually had jumped ahead and already mentioned about the histamine reactions. And here you're going to see I state that histamine reactions are reduced in 80% of people. Nearly everybody will experience a tremendous reduction, even elimination of histamine reactions to things like hay fever and other allergies. And it is that dramatic. I've experienced it myself personally many years ago. It's almost instantaneous. So I've been in a situation where many years back, I didn't realize that I suddenly developed hay fever, and then I started to take MSM, and just instantly, and I was taking it internally, and then a couple hours later, the symptoms of the hay fever would come back. I would just take another like 2 grams of MSM, and the histamine or the hay fever would just go away. And during those days, it was only during one season that this happened, because after that I healed my leaky gut and I had no more hay fever. But during that year, there were days when like the pollen was really high. I was taking like 20 capsules or more of MSM throughout the day just to keep the hay fever completely suppressed. It was incredible. So, and I had that reported to me from many, many, many of my clients. So very, very effective. And again, very, very cheap. You can drink it, you can spray it. I always keep the powder and the capsules because I could keep the capsules on hand in case I suddenly need it because I have some unexpected histamine reaction. Nowadays, I don't really do that because I just don't have any issues anymore. But again, for many of my clients, they did that until they healed a leaky gut or resolved whatever the issue was. And then they actually don't need as much MSM anymore. I still take MSM. It's really good, especially if I'm under any kind of physical duress, because again, it promotes the healing, keeps the joints working well, etc. All right, so moving on, it's cheap, it's easy. You start slow and you build up, right? So this is the other thing I emphasized before. You can go up to these crazy high amounts. You don't need to. The idea is just get started, see the impact on yourself. It is so cheap and so powerful. If you're my client, I'm really going to try to get you on MSM because we are all very toxic. And the primary thing for me is actually the aid in detox. It's so, so important. But again, it helps so many different things. So please try MSM. I hope that I've persuaded you. It's just good for so many things. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You know, I'm breaking out, again, the dosages here. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for people. Again, I can list all the different ailments, but I don't want to get into all the negative stuff. I don't need to scare you into using it. It's just a great supplement. And again, please reach out and contact me if you have any questions. Most importantly, just start using it. It's cheap, it's easy, and you will feel the impact of the MSM. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay on the road to wellness.